Wilbert. So Steve Wellman's the man now. Scott Brown out of San Ramon. Harrison Customs, he's a 54-year-old job captain. Not sure what that is. Steve Schmidt out of Minden, Nevada. Business owner, operator. Simple pump in the Camaro. Kind of wild looking Camaro. Almost looks like a vet. Supergas 960 index. 992 for Steve. 10 flat for Scott Brown. Jim Schmidt out of Minden, Nevada, car builder, 27 Roadster. Bill Rossi. Greg Harrison out of Livermore, Harrison Fab Training, Harrison Customers and the Roadster. Anybody needs a transmission or chassis work, hey, the Harrison boys will do it. $981.5 for Jim, $989.2 for Greg. This tailwind's picking up a little bit. That should push just a little bit. This is top comp. Got to run in the sixes. 610 for Dave Morgan out of Concord, retired. Denova Homes, Red Line Oil, 2012 Sacramento. Bill Wood out of Reading. He's a 50-year-old machinist in the Victory chassis. 610. $756 at 174 for Bill. 745 206. Dave Morgan 645 takes the top spot. Over there on the right side, 590-inch motor. Jason Vanderpool out of Reading. He's a 46-year-old mechanic. And your hair out, dragster. It's in the pits. It's in the pits. A-Fuel, come on down to 10 and 11. A-Fuel, 10 and 11. First round of Pro, you guys should be in 12 and 13. 10 11 for A-Fuel. Why did it say 610? So Melissa Frederick out of Conroe, Texas, domestic engineer, Westerman Racing. Wheels Up lunch. 653 with an 8206. Good job, Melissa, keeping that straight down the road. Okay, this is Top Sportsman. Carl Hagen's over there on the left side. He's out of Bakersfield now. Come up here to get a little cooler, I guess. Hagen had a 005 light. I'm not sure, that might have been Jeff Gillette on the other side. 767 for the right side, 753 with the 2 for Carl. 181, 178. A-gas, you guys, A-fuel, you should be at 12, 10 and 11. A-fuel, 10 and 11. Dan Broderick out of Brentwood, business owner, BMP torque converters in the deck on the right side. Chris Esserick out of San Bruno, retired, 57 Chevy Bel Air. This is Top Sportsman. Corvette wiggles around just a little bit, got to straighten back out. 699 and 198 for the Vet, 727 and 185 for Chris Esserick. Frank Rodriguez out of St. Helena, consulting in the 69 Camaro. Dave Cook Jr. out of Novato, DC Medical. He's 46 in the Mustang. Top Sportsman. $716 on the Frank Rodriguez side, on the right, $745 for Dave Cook Jr. Ted Kellner out of San Jose, retired, 63, West Coast ACF in the 01 Firebird. Jeff Gillette, I was wrong on the other car. Forgot about Jeff's GTO. Identity Reserve Comp out of Benicia, 62 years old. Top Sportsman. Can't go under 610. Every one of these guys is tough to beat out here in this class. Along with that, the other classes, you know, the pro, super pro, every class we run out here, we got good racers coming into this great track. $689 for Jeff at 201, 705, 194 for Ted Kellner. Hey, motorcycles, you guys should be lining up for 8 and 9. Motorcycles, you can come on out to 8 and 9. Doug Bracey out of Vallejo. Vallejo Coin Exchange, 75-year-old retired in the Cavalier. I don't know, he's not really retired, he's a professional race car driver now. Dan Borg out of San Francisco, retired auto machinist, fire protection management in the Monte Carlo on the left side. Doug won up in, I think, either Idaho or last. He's coming off a big win up there in Top Sportsman. See if he can't back it up down here. $717 for Doug, 189, 676, 205 for Dan. And I think this is just a time only. Looks like a sewer gas car. Yep, it is. Mike Utley out of Penn Valley, 60 U.S. Coast Guard. Utley Motorsports, he runs a 983 with a 6, 162. Good job, Mike.
We're back into Pro ET. First round of eliminations. We're going to start with Rob Norton and Christopher Martin. Norton down at 1024, Martin down at 1018. And also, if you can hear me, there will be no buybacks today. Once again, no buybacks today. Okay? We'll see about tomorrow, but right now for today, there will be no buybacks. So Rob Norton, 1024 dial. Christopher Martin, 1019. Martin goes 020 red. Norton goes 081 red. So the winner is Christopher Martin. Closest to zero is Christopher Martin. All right, Jeff LaSalle and Marco Peravalaris. Jeff LaSalle out of Cloverdale, California, the 44-year-old cabinet maker. Jeff's Performance Garage, 67 Cornet. Toyota side, Marco Peravalaris down at 960. LaSalle down at 1014. Marco from Petaluma, California. Pinella Racing is his sponsor, the 63 Nova. And Jeff LaSalle takes out a heavy hitter, Marco Peravalaris. Jeff goes 10-14, dead onto a 019 on the tree for a 20,000. Yeah, 20,000 package. Marco goes 9.58 with a 7 and a 960 for the loss. So Marco gone early in pro. Lucas Townsend turns on the red light. Tom Taggart gets to go to the next round with the 025 light. Townsend was 154 red. So now we got Roger Phillips in the Toyota side, 1029 down, Modesto, California. He's a milkman in the 69 Punisher, he calls it. Joel Rossi, 1182 down, Napa, California, B&G Tires. Sponsored 2019 Dodge Challenger, 1320 special edition car. Even comes with a drag race warranty. Everything from Dodge. And Joe Rossi doesn't have the insurance for a red light. He's out. Roger Phillips with 013 on the tree takes the win. All right, Philip Topping, $12.65 dial, Saratoga, California, 2011 Mustang. Udo Richter, $13.01 dial, out of Oakley, California. We'll go 063 on the tree for the win. Toppling goes 051 red. Hey, go guys in Super Pro. If you're tired of sitting around and doing nothing right now, maybe had your lunch and ready to do something, why don't you come down to 14 and 15, and we'll get you ready to come out here and do your first round. Super Pro, first round, 14 and 15. Steve Weigart, 1149 dial, Santa Rosa, California, truck driver in the 70 Duster. Jamie Harrison, 1152 dial, Tracy, California. Harrison Custom Precision Motorworks, 70 Nova SS. So, Super Pro, come on down. 14 and 15, first round of eliminations. Wow, seeing a lot of red lights today already. Scott Weigert turns on the red light, 160 red, so Jamie couldn't have picked a better time to be late. She was 233 on the tree, takes the win. Ron Nichols, 11 flat, out of Livermore, California. He's retired in the 64 Olds 442. Going against Henry Robertson, 12 flat, dial, North Highlands, California. Rockland Auto and Bodie Racing are his sponsors in the 84 Mustang. You go right side. Man gets to race for free the entire season. What he did in division at finals, ET finals down in Vegas last year. Took it all, won it, and that's how he gets to go, racing for the entire year. Oh, and Ron Nichols knocks Henry out in the first round. He goes 029 and 3, 1104 and 11 flat dial, 115. Henry had him 007 on the tree. At least he gets a sticker. He goes 1199 with a 2. Took a little too much stripe at the top end, did Henry. Takes the loss. Well, bright side is, he comes up and sees me, I give him a Bond sticker. Nick at Night Publix, 1236 dial, Cotati, California. 2010 Applied Automotive sponsored Corvette, going against Robert Crum in the 1110 dial. Chico, California. Top-notch commercial cleaning is his sponsor, and that's 63 Nova. Now, Nicky has also got a drag wire, however you want to say it. So when he drives that, we call him Sir Nick at Night. And Nick at Night takes the win. He goes 013 on the tree. He goes 1236 dead on 0 and 112 miles an hour for 13,000 package. Wow, that ain't bad. Crum goes 045 on the tree, 1110 down, 120. All right, Ron Hug, 1008 down, going against John Terry down at 1253, and that is done really quick. Hug turns on the red light, and Terry moves on to the next round. All right, Brian Cam down at 12 flat. Jeff Scales down at 1066. Hey, last call for Western Pro Bike Association to the Lanes. Hey, Western Pro Bike Association to the Lanes. Last call. All right, A Fuel 10 and 11. Super Bowl 14 and 15. Brian Cam and Jeff Scales are still going at it as they go down the track. We're going to see who takes the win, and it will be Jeff Scales takes out Brian Cam, goes 1072 and 1066, 048 on the tree. Cam was late with the 107. He is done. Scott McKenna and Jake Guadagnino, 1196 dial, Linden, California, where's the farmer, 72 Nova. Scott McKenna from Dublin, California, a graphic artist. B&G Tire, 68 Camaro. So once again, A Fuel 10 and 11, Super Pro 14 and 15, West Coast Pro Bike Association, we need you here and be ready to go. And Jake Wadrinolo takes the win on a breakout by Scott McKenna. He moves on. Jake Wadrinolo goes 11.97, 109 miles an hour. Rich Hardy, 12.72 Dow, Tracy, California. 2018 Charger, Jay Gannier, 10.88 Dow, Redwood City, California, to Lucas O, 74 Ventura. All right, then win will go to Jay Gannier, takes the win, goes 10.88 and 122. Okay, Norman Bergman down on 11.58, Concord, California. Well, he's the owner of Elliott & Sons Roofing, at 65 Mustang. Jeff Barth down at 1210 Redway, California, now 74 Nova. So Bergman, 11.58 dial. Barth, 1210 dial. And Norman Bergman takes out Barth. He goes 11.67 on 11.58. That was 0.32 on the tree at 1.06. Barth goes 12.25 on a 12.10. 0.54 on the tree, 1.09 for the loss. Mike Ealing, 10.33 Dodge. Todd Pros, 13.10 out of Santa Rosa, California, in the 05 Mustang. Ealing out of Rohnert Park, California, works in Smothers European. In the 65 El Camino. And Mike is done early today. Todd Pros takes the win, goes 13.14 on 13.10. He was 1.29 on the tree at 103, 6.1 inches at the stripe. Ealing was way off his dial, goes a 10.43 and a 10.33 for the loss. He treated him big time, but he could not make up the deal for not running so far off. Carl Rumble dialed in at 10.56. Stony Ford, California, 63 Nova. Willie Will out of Moraga, California. He's a dentist. Hey, you need any work? Hey, go see Willie. 84 Corvette. Man, in fact, check his helmet. That's pretty cool, too. Once again, it's A Fuel. A as in A Fuel. 10 and 11. Super Pro, you know you should be in Fort. Well, we're running you right now. No, not yet. We're in Pro. Super Pro, 14 and 15. And the one will go to Willie Will, goes 10.61 at 120 miles an hour. There's all 40 on a tree for the win. All right, Bobby Grabian down on 12.62, Nevada, California. 2014 Mustang GT. Herc Ursay down on 10.66. The double red light win goes to Bobby Gabriel. 001 on the tree. Ursay was 199. Bobby says, oh, I'm not red lighting. Yeah, you got lucky on that one, Bobby. Greg Dreyer died at 996 Bakersfield, California. AFR heads Mickey Thompson Racing. 84 Ford going against John Tobias. 955 Dow, Castro Valley. Accessory Plus, 2017 dragster that he built with a stock 305 engine. I mean, this is a crate motor. You buy it straight from GM, and he stuck a cam in it, and now the thing's a 9-second beast. Tobias breaks out, goes 952 with a Ford on 955 at 138. Greg Dyer goes 998 out of 996, 129. He was 016 to the 057 of Tobias. Dean Kirkman, 1017 down, Madero, California. Kirkman Racing, 55 Chevy. Tony Citro, 1016 down out of Oakley, California. He works as a winery mechanic. 75 Camaro. West Coast Pro Bike Association, we need you to come on up. West Coast Pro Bike, we need you guys. And Tony Citro takes the win because Dean Kirkman turns on the red light. 004 to the dark side. Stephanie Paws, 983 dial, Cloverdale, California. 68 Nova. John Victorino, 1187 dial, Nevada, California. 98 S10. Hey, Stephanie's got up for Wednesday night's race here on the Super Jackpot race. She's put up $100 to the highest finishing woman driver, and I backed that up with another 50. So, hey, we're putting our part for the women. And Stephanie takes out John Victorino. She goes 984 with a 4 on 983, 043 in the tree, 125, 5.3 feet at the straight. Victorino, 056, 1190, 113. Kyle Wentz, 1040 dial, Lodi, California, 72 Nova. Herschel Ward, 1040 dial, Morgan Hill, California, 68 Camaro. And Kyle Wentz goes 023 to the dark side of the tree, turns the red light on, takes the loss. Herschel Ward, 216 on the tree, takes the win. Steve Ramos, 1060 dial, San Francisco, California, 73 Nova. John Cavallo, 995 dial, Modesto, California, Midas Plus, 67 Camaro, O'Reilly Lane. And Steve Ramos, he goes to the dark side, 146 red. Cavallo takes the win. He'll move on to the next round. Super Pros, suit up. Super Pros, shoot up. All right, Patrick Rivers, 1060 dial. Steve Rubio, 1178 dial. O'Reilly side. All right, Steve Rubio and Patrick Williams are going at it, and it will be, survey says Patrick Williams goes 007 on tree, gets a bond sticker, goes 1181 at 111 miles out. Patrick Williams takes the loss on the breakout, 1059 with the 6 out of 1060 dial at the strike, 4.6 feet for Rubio. Big Bad Brad Bowen, 1338 down, Nevada, California. Fast Jack Freckman down at 1227. New O'Reilly side out of Woodacre, California, in the 2015 Challenger, going against the LS powered Trans Am. Double red light. Nope, it's a single red light. Brad Bowen takes the loss. He's done for the day in pro. Jack Freckman moves on second round. Super Pro, suit up, Super Pro. All right, Eddie Cooker, 1172 dial, Santa Rosa, California. Juggers MP Motorsports sponsored car, 37 Ford Coupe. Jason Hoffman of 1074 dial, Vacaville, California. The 72 Nova. Eddie turns on the red light, big time, 036 red, so Jason Hoffman goes to second round. Mitch Gately, 1036 dial. To the side, out of Cotati, California, 64 Nova. Mark Chansey, 1135 dial, Vacaville, California. In the 63 Fury, he's a retired Air Force. I'm going to say, well, it says retired Air Force. It doesn't say what he did. Let's say he's a retired Air Force pilot. He's got a race car. And Mitch Gately takes out Mark Chansey. Chansey breaks out, goes 1128 on 1135 on 118. He was late on the tree. That's why he broke out. 180 on tree. Gately 055 goes 1041 and 1036 at 129. Hey, it was close. 20 29 inches at the stripe. Bob Norbaum Sr., 1222 dial out of Glen Ellen, California. Norbaum's Garage, 69 Pontiac Grand Prix. Scott Sturley, 1203 dial out of San Rafael, California. That's 71 Camaro. That is deadly. And Norbaum breaks out, goes 1221 on a 1222 at 106 miles an hour. He was 034 in the tree. Sturley takes the win, goes 042, goes 1207 and a 108. John Farrell, 960 dial. To the side in Arbuckle, California, 67 NOLA. Kevin Diadamo, who had the best reaction time, but turned out even number of cars, so he got late choice, 1085. All right, attention to pits, attention to pits. Sportsman. Come on down to 12 and 13. Sportsman for your first round. 12 and 13. You finish your lunch, you realize now it's time to race. All right, the winner go to Kevin Diadamo, goes 1089 on 121 miles an hour for the win over John Farrell. All right, Dennis Paws, 1090 dial. We're in the Super Pro. Christopher Martin, 1015 dial. Brentwood, California, where he's a software engineer developer in the 07 Corvette. Dennis Paws, Stockton, California, in the 41 Willys. And Dennis Paws on a double breakout takes the win, goes 1086 with an 8 on a 1090 at 131. He was 021 on a tree. Martin 025 on a tree, goes 1011 with a 1 on a 1015 dial for the loss at the stripe, 7.6 inches. That was a good race. Ray Lord, 890 dial, Discovery Bay. 02 Worthy Dragster. Jake Wood, 833 dial, Redding, California, where he works over at Redding Drag Strip. He does all the work over there. It's a one-man crew in the dragster in the O'Reilly side. Once again, Sportsman 12 and 13. We're getting ready for West Coast Pro Bike. Super Pro is running right now, and A Fuel should be in lanes 10 and 11. All right, and that's over really fast. Jake goes 002 red. Ray was late and got away with one, takes the win, goes 887 on 890 at 170 miles an hour. All right, Kathy Ball, 10, 11, 13 dial, Napa, California. Mitchell Brother, LJS Speed and B&G Tire, 69 Camaro. Sean Ealing, 1089 dial, Roanoke Park, California. It's Carpenter Haas Woodworking, the 91 Corvette, owned by Bob Langston. And Ealing uncharacteristically breaks out. He goes 1088 with a 4 and a 1089 for the loss. Gone. First round of Super Pro. Kathy Ball takes win, goes 1114 at 119. Gene Friedhoff's 926 tower. Andy Ernest, 1085 dial, O'Reilly side. Super Gas meeting at Mike Utley's trailer in 15 minutes. Once again, Super Gas meeting at Mike Utley's trailer in 15 minutes. Andy Ernest turns on the light, 003 red. Friedhoffs goes on to the next round. Jim Smith, 990 dial, Ted Seipel. Seipel from San Leandro, California, driving Ferrari. What's behind him does not matter. Jim Smith. Well, it's actually I'm watching Gumball Rally. Can't remember the exact words. We're doing that at lunch this week. Jim Smith, Minden, Nevada, car builder, 27 Ford Roadster, 990 dial. Yep, we do movies at lunch at my shop, and for lunch, and we always get about 15 minutes. The movie takes about 3 weeks to watch it. We started our new one with Gumball Rally, and a double breakout win goes to Jim Smith. He goes 986 at 144 miles an hour. Ted Seipel broke out a little bit worse. He goes 1011 1150. Yeah, that's a lot worse. At 132. Glenn Kern, 838 dial, Modesto, California, in the dragster. Lucas Townsend, 1150 dial in the 39 Pontiac. It hasn't come up yet. But anyway, the new movie we started up there at lunch is Gumball Rally. You got to check out some of the cars that they had in that movie. It's so cool watching the background of it. It's 1976 it was made. Just the cars that are in the background and what goes on with the cars. It's just, wow. Wish you had half the cars that are in that movie. All right, Kern, 838 dial. Lucas Townsend, 1150 dial. Will the Pontiac be able to hold off the dragster? This is bracket racing. Look at that. 1150 dial, 838. Dragster's going to give him a large lead and try to run him down. Actually, you're going to see that dragster go by him right at the stripe, no matter what on this, unless it's a red light. But you're going to see it all the way down at the other end of the track by that time that dragster gets there. Going to hold him off. Is going to run down. Townsend going to hold him off, and the survey says Townsend does not hold him off. Kern takes the win. He goes 1146, 1138 down, 135. He was 037 on the tree. Townsend had the better light, but could not run the number. He goes 021, goes 1265 at 108 on 1150 dial. Steve Smith, 990 dial. Minden, California, where he's a business owner. Simple Pump, 67 Camaro. Steve Wellman, 1065 dial, Sebastopol, California, superintendent at the Carefree Ranch, 63 Nova. And it's going to be Wellman on a double breakout. He goes 1063 with a 3 and a 1065 at 133, 5.2 feet at stripe. Smid was 987 and 990 at 158. Wellman had the better light, 016 to 043. Pete Vertigo dialed in at 978, Knights Ferry, California, farmer in the 68 Plymouth Cuda. Going against Johnson Strom, dialed in at 8 flat, Nevada, California, was an electrician, Strom Electric, the 63 Corvette. Justin Strom will take the win, goes 8 flat, 161. He was 041 in the tree. Vertigo was 069, goes 980 and 78, 136. Bill Wood down in 766. Byron McCulloch down in 1068. And once again, Sportsman. Need you in lanes 12 and 13. Come on down. I know we interrupted your nap time, but hey, time to come to the lane. Sportsman's 12 and 13. Double breakout win goes to Byron McCulloch. Goes 002 on the tree. So he gets a $2 bill. Goes 1085 on 1086. 125 miles an hour. Bill Wood, 757 on a 766 and 169. He was 042. That 002 light spells disaster about 6 feet. Jeff LaSalle Jr., 1013 dial, Cloverdale, California. Jeff Garage, 67 RT. Tom Brown, 1073 dial, Gardenville, Nevada. He's a garbage man. That's what it says. Fixed speed Icon Racing Pistons in the 55 Healy. Win will go to Jeff LaSalle Jr. He goes 10-14, 129. He was 0-0-1 on the tree. Tom Brown goes 0-0-7. He went bond. He gets a sticker. That's the good news. The bad news is he takes the loss, 10-74 and a 73 at 129. It was 25.7 inches at the stripe in the favor of Jeff LaSalle. Larry Ball, 975 dial, Napa, California. School bus driver, Mitchell Brothers, LJS, B&G Tire, 71 Chevy pickup. Eric Water, dialed in 946, Lotford, California. 62 Euro mechanic teacher at 72 Vega will take the win because Larry Ball breaks out, goes 974. 6 on a 975. He was 038 on the tree, tried to make up for a little bit, 4.6 feet at stripe, 136 for him. Eric Wardier 032 on the tree, 948 on a 946, 142, takes the win. Bob Nance, who was just up here talking to all you guys, taking care of some of the announcing while I take a break, going against the talented Camaro girl, Jessica Opperman, dialing 1090. Oh, crazy. I can't look at this one. I like both people. I know them both. Nance, 879. Opperman, 1090. I'm going to close my eyes. Wait a minute, then I don't know who won. And it is Bob Nance takes the win, goes 886 and an 879 with a 5 at 149 miles. He was 025 on the tree. Opperman wasn't late. She was 030. She goes 1082 and a 1090 at 130 miles an hour at the stripe. 31.3 feet. Jessica actually had it, and she just took a little too much stripe. Tim Kohler down at 869. John Prop down at 754. And Kohler takes the win, goes 869, dead on 6 with an 004 right for a 10th out back. That's not bad. 158 on the mile an hour. John Prop goes 084 and 3, goes 758 on a 754 for the loss. So Kohler, dead on. Mitch Horton, 984 down, Napa, California. Retired firefighter, Mitchell Brothers Transmission, 68 Firebird. David Meyer, down in a 764, Sheridan, California. Alan McGuire is a sponsor, the 2010 Race Tech Dragster with a 582 cubic inch big block Chevy. Once again, Sportsman 12 and 13. If you want to race first round, Sportsman 12 and 13. I want to go to David Meyer, who goes 768 and a 764. He was 013 on a tree at 162. Mitch Horton goes 065 on a tree, goes 987 at 134 for a loss, 8 feet at the stripe. John Murphy, 855 Dow, Youngfield, California. The B&G Tire 62 Corvette. Karen Azadeo dialed in at 987 out of Hollister, California. 68 Camaro. Double breakout win goes to Karen. She takes the win close to zero. She was 213 red, where John Murphy was 1.100 red. Murph early, big time. Robert Carlton down at 940 out of Gardnerville, California. Heavy equipment operator, Carlton's excavation and grading, 71 Demon. Greg Harrison, 994 dial. Livermore, California. Harrison's Custom, 03 Roadster. And Greg Harrison takes the win, goes 796 on a 794, 011 on a tree, 160 miles over. Robert Crowton goes 940, 017 on a tree, 942 down, 144. Todd Ross down at 813, Granite Bay, California. He's a police officer. Hey, when is he going to give a speeding ticket out in this class? 02 Buckley Dragster. Joe Brown, 1028 dial, Vacaville, California. Fastman EFI 70 Duster. Hey, Joe, this is one time that you won't mind seeing a police officer coming up behind you because he's in a dragster. Put lights on the top since you're cops. You have a little light going on like the cops do atop the cops. And Todd Ross, police officer, goes around him, takes the win, goes 832 at 165. Joe Brown broke out, goes 1026 on a 1028 at 127 miles an hour. He's 029 on a tree. Ross was 031. At the stripe, 51 feet. Ron Manley and Reno Felipe. Manley dial at 1088, Felipe dial at 1026. Felipe out of Walnut Creek, California, is a contractor in the 65 Chevelle. Manley, Fairfield, California, locomotive engineer at 68 Camaro. Hey, how many of us, when we were kids, wanted to be a locomotive engineer, and he grew up and is one? Ron Manley, 1105 dial, 108 miles an hour. Looks like Felipe is off to the side. Wisely pulled it out of the groove, whatever happened. Looks like we got the fire safety truck out there. We're going to go tow out Reno back off the track, so he's done for the day. Alright, as soon as we get Reno's car off the track and the fire safety crew back in their car, or close, and Brian Taylor, who's probably huffing and puffing right there, going, get him a little oxygen maybe, and we'll get you guys back out and racing. So once we get everything back to going, Danny's out there checking track, we're going to have Ken McConnell down in the 850 out of Chico, California, where he's an iron workers supervisor. The 98 Victor RM Dragster going against Marco Peravalaris down at 937. Out of Petaluma, California, Pinella Race Engine is sponsored the 09 Serrano Dragster, 582 cubic inches of Chevrolet power there. And Danny's out there just making sure everything's okay on the track before he sends. All right, everything's checked out, so it's going to be Perovalaris and Ken McConnell going at it. That's it. Ken McConnell, 850 dial. Marco Perovalaris, a 737 dial. Well, two pairs back is going to be a really, really good race. We got one coming up. I see it in the tower. I see what's coming here, and I know we're going to have a good race coming up. Okay, they're finally all set in the trees. Here they go. See how good Leland. $37 down, 154 miles on the way. He was 019 on the tree. He had 29 feet to play with. That's why he's out of it a little bit on the ET. He goes, McConnell goes 863 and an 850 and an 098, 157. Joe Greco, 905 dial, San Jose, California. West Coast ASM 70. I think it's a Vega. Yeah, Vega. Going against Jamie Harrison, 1150 dial. Out of Tracy, California. Harrison Custom Precision Motors, 70 Nova. And Jamie Harrison takes the win, 1151, 112 miles an hour. Joe Greco, 917 at 150 miles an hour. All right, here's the race I was talking about. It's going to be a good one. Brian Cam, 742 dial, Pacifica, California. Tom and Jackson Automotive in the dragster. Chelsea Murdoch, 945 dial, Napa, California. She's a 26 behavioral aid and grad student. Hey, she just got out of grad school, graduated. Chelsea Murdoch did a couple weeks ago. 38 Ford Racer Evolved B&G Tire sponsored car. And Cam pulls off an upset win. He was 178 on the tree. He goes 744 and a 742 at 182. Chelsea was 053 on the 050 on the tree. Goes 944 with a 3 for the loss at 135. Chelsea took just a tad too much stripe. She had 43 feet to play with. Justin Morgan, 890 dial, Concord, California. 04 Ceremonial Driver. Jeff Lazar down at 1090 Nevada. He's a school teacher. We have a lot of them around here. 98 GMC Sonoma pickup in the O'Reilly lane. Justin Morgan takes the win, goes dead on for 890 on an 890 dial. 019 on the tree, goes 174. Jeff Lazar treated him with an 008 light, but could not run the number. Goes 993 on a 990 at 127. Rob Dayton, 1091 dial, Livermore, California. He's a mechanic working at Tech Machine Shop, the 56 T-Bird. Jason Vanderpool, 740 dial, Redding, California. Another mechanic in the 97 Uhura Dragster, RED. Dayton takes the win, goes 10.93 and 122 miles an hour. Goes 0.16 on the tree. Vanderpool is 0.14 on the tree, goes 7.43 with an 8 at 160 and a 7.40 dial for the loss. 3.8 feet at the stripe. Mark Simonian, 10.90 dial. Sanger, California, tow truck operator. Simonian Towing, 89 Firebird. Catherine Reyes down at 7.59. Tracy, California. In the dragster, 2016 racecraft in the O'Reilly lane. And the winner go to Mark Simonian, takes the win, goes 10.95 on a 10.90. It was 0.08 on the tree, 139 mile an hour. Reyes was late with a 2.12 light, and that's about all you have to say about that one. Kevin Diadamo, 10.87 dial, Napa, California. B&G Tire, 70 Nova. Henry Robertson, 11.98 dial, North Highlands, California. He's a bracket racer, that's what it says. 32-year-old bracket racer, Rockland Auto, and Bodie Racing. The 84 Mustang GT350. Diadamo turns on the red light, 005 to the dark side. He is done in Super Pro. Henry moves on to second round with an 024 light. Dave Cook Jr., 893 dial, Novato, California, in the 55 Thunderbird. Going against Jason Hoffman, 1073 dial, Vacaville, California. Hey, he's a millwright. Anybody know what a millwright is? I do. 72 Nova in the O'Reilly lane. What do you think a millwright is? Jason Hoffman takes win, goes 10.76, 127 miles an hour, at 10.73 dial for the win. John Tobias down at 9.52 to Roger Phillips. Trophy class cars, come on down. You want a shot at that trophy? We need you in lanes 14 and 15. And on a double breakout win, Roger Phillips takes win, goes 10.25 and 131. He was 0.22 and 3. Tobias, 0.39 and 3, goes 9.49 with a 4 and a 9.52 at 136 for the loss. Greg Dreyer died in at 9.94, Bakerfield, California, water service. He works for AFR Racing. Heads, Mickey Thompson, 84 Mustang. Herc Ursay, 1061 dial, Modesto, California. A plumber by trade, 65 Chevy. They want to go to Herc Ursay. He goes 0.18 on the tree, goes 10.63, 126 miles an hour. Dreyer goes 0.40 on the tree, goes 9.95 and a 9.94 at 136 for the loss. 26 inches at the stripe. John Cavallo down at 9.93 in Modesto, California, shop owner and tech, Midas Plus, 67 Camaro. Roger Crum down at 11.08, Chico, California, top-notch commercial cleaning in a 63 Nova SS. And John Cavallo takes the win, goes 9.96 on 9.93 at 0.57, 134 miles an hour. Robert Crum down at 11.10 and 118 miles an hour for the loss. Here's Andrew Olson, who was the first two cars out in the last time run session. He was perfect on the tree, goes trip 0. That's how he got the bye run in the first round. It just added up, odd number, and he gets the bye one. If not, he would have had lane choice. He goes 028 on the tree. And lets it run. Let's see what he does on the other side. Goes 1090, dead on 6 at 145 miles an hour. Yeah, he's ready. All right, now we're going to go into A fuel.